think that in this journey, fighting for your rights, because for Beale Street, for us to already know that it's not enough police officers, that, I mean, that is, if you go, and I know you're an avid reader, to Beale Street history sums up Beale Street. So it's nothing new under the sun concerning Beale. Is it perfect? Do we expect it to be perfect? Of course not. You're talking about 5 million or so people. So when you know that we have a crowd, you know that we need more police officers. During the week, it's quiet mode. It's quiet mode so the police can take a break because it's a quiet mode. But on Fridays and Saturdays, and you already have pinpointed that at 2 o'clock, you got your knuckleheads that come out. Then preparation is the key.
So do you think that the curfew laws that we have that exist for juveniles, do you think that they should be enforced on Beale Street?
Of course. And then if we have to get to a point, I'm against charging, and I would file another federal lawsuit if they try charging our citizens again. But do we need a plan? Yes. And if we know 1:30, 2:45, that's when the issues are starting on Beale. So maybe we have to go at 1:45, 30 and up. If you're not 30 years old, you can't get on Beale on a Saturday night. But for our out-of-town tourists, all of them have their ID. I have not checked one in all these years that does not have an ID. So if you know they're out-of-town tourists, you allow them on to Beale at that particular time of night, that morning.
Do they still use, I know at one time they did, the mounted police with the horses?
No, it was against the law. That was violating your constitutional
When they was herding you off the street?
Yes, sir. That's violating your, and that's what Beale Street Bucks. It's violating your constitutional rights, and it's right here. I have the documentation.
That was the time, for those of you who may not understand what I'm talking about, that was the time when it was time to close down Beale Street. The mounted patrol of the city of Memphis Police would get about 6-7 horses across the street and herd you off of Beale Street.
And they still now, and that the council brought that to the attention of some of the task force members about the mounted patrol. They used them to break up the crowd, and that became an issue of how much that costs. Well, when are you going to spend money on your prize jewel, which is Beale Street? So, like Saturday night, now after the fight, that was, you saw the 3 or 4 horses coming down Beale. That was after the fight. And I had walked up there, and so it was dense, it was crowded up there on the west end. And if they allowed them horses to come through every 30 minutes or so, a lot of the issues will be resolved.
So you think that the police department needs to come up with a strategic plan for security on Beale Street, all of the police officers just standing there at the entrance?
I hired 2 of the world's best experts. The city of Memphis expert, that is what the city of Memphis is going by, the expert that they hired. But mind you, Mrs. Ellis, their expert used my expert opinion as to what and how to do. And so my expert is well renowned, and that's Keith Steele. And so, and my experts say no charge. Not 1, but 2. No charge. And I got something for you just briefly. And it tells about what the police, when you not in your realm, when you don't know what you're doing. And one of the police that testified in federal court as to like it was a sea of humanity for so many people to be down on Beale. That expert notated that she did not in other words, she was outside of her zone. It was something that she don't need to deal with if she did not know how to do and what to do, because what to do and how to do. Because for her to say that, he said that she don't need to be in that position. Point blank.
All right. How many minutes I got left? I got 5 whole minutes
Oh,
left.
wow.
My guest tonight has been Ms. Lucille Catron, who is the executive director of the Beale Street Development Corporation. Playwright Mike, you go on for good. All you punk ass comedians. The city council passed yesterday on vote
Yes.
for, and this is for the Beale Street Bucks again.
Yes, man. Merchants wanted the three.
What was the sentiment as we wrap it up? What was the sentiment on the council who meets again in 2 weeks? Do you think that this council will vote for it?
It's polarized, as usual. You had Councilman Kemp Conrad, Worth Morgan. That's for to bring the Bucks back. Now, I've never seen either one on Beale Street.
Okay.
And then you had our council members, Rita Swearingen and Berlin Board, Martavius, and Patrice Robinson. They know, and Joe Brown. They are against bringing anything up that looks like a Beale Street buck. Do we need to work on, and as Councilman Joe Brown said, it's a policing issue. It's not about bringing it back. We know we need more police and security. And so the council knows that. And Chairman Boyd said out of his own mouth yesterday, he said that even when he have community meetings, that they don't talk about the issues in their community. They was talking about the Beale Street buck you charged on Beale Street and why. So he is not in agreement.
One last quick question.
Yes, sir.
Why is
Yes,
it
sir.
so hard for black businesses to get on Beale Street? We see that Sweetie Pies had made this announcement that they were
Yes.
on Beale Street.
Yes.
What happened with that? And why is it hard, real quickly, for black businesses to occupy space on the street?
Well, they simply, the merchants, and again, I don't throw a rock and hide my hand. They give those 3 or 4 merchants on Beale, and they all white, they're 4 white. They give them too much power, and so they don't want African Americans on Beale. I don't hide it. They do not. So they don't want to. They did not want Sweetie Pies there because Sweetie Pies would have taken away from their bottom line, and it was so egregious. And what and how they done Sweetie Pie. And so, no, they don't want you on there. If anything, they want you to lose what you already have.
So do the merchants decide who can come on Beale
The
Street?
merchants is the most vocal. I told you they give them too much power, and they don't have nothing in their contract gives them that power. They are only tenants, but they give them too much power because we didn't allow them. When Randall was complaining, no one stood up. So while we sitting back and okey-doke, okay, just let them do as they may. Well, a lot of people paying for it now.
All right. Hey, don't forget, y'all, about Pressure World Car Wash right there at 2575 Lamar. They're getting ready for their big carnival that they do every year. That's going to be on October the 14th. That's a Sunday. It's a community event that they've been doing 20 plus years. Big Wayne and all of the guys down at Pressure World Car Wash, they're going to be looking for your support for this carnival. They have rides, they have games, they have a whole lot of things going on. It's the 22nd annual community carnival. So all of you in Orange Mound and those of you throughout the city that would like to go, you can go by that particular event starting at 12 noon on Sunday, October the 14th. Don't forget our girls mentoring class will take place on this Saturday from 10 until 12 at Nicotine 3835 Ronnie Militant Road. We're also on Saturday, we'll be having our grand opening of our men's residential training program facility. We're still looking for men 40 plus with a recurring income. This ain't the damn mission. This ain't Memphis Union mission. This ain't the rehab or the halfway house. If you want some information on the call the church, 435-6161. 435-6161. Thank you so much, Ms. Lucille. You know, at any time that you want to come on this program, you know you're more than welcome. Randall and I were good friends, and we fought for this for a long time, but we just had black politicians that would not fight for us. Now you know the real story about how Beale Street became the mecca that it is. But the question still goes, where is the money? My name is Thaddeus Matthews. Thank you so much for being here. We'll do it all over again tomorrow evening, right here on the SVP TV network. Top of the evening to you.
I found him. Huh? Your daughter, I found him.
You did.
Did you bring it back?
Yeah. And she might have just got caught up. Might have been right behind somebody saying something bad.
Oh, you hit the wrong one?
Uh-huh.
Couldn't take somebody else off?
Because I don't...